welcome to another Buffbunny collection sizing and review video with me, your girl T. And today we are going to be reviewing the No Filter collection, which is a collab with the one, the only, the beautiful Catherine Mueller. This collection drops on Saturday, April 13th at 1 p.m. Central. And as always, you can use code Teresa to save 10% at checkout. If you use my code, you are also eligible to enter the support code giveaway. So in order to enter that, you would take a screenshot of your order confirmation with my code on it, and then you would upload it to the giveaway form, which I will link in the description below, and it is also linked in my Instagram bio. This collection is perfect for the spring season with all of these beautiful pastel colors. And if you notice closely, there are a lot of references to Taylor Swift because, as we know, Catherine Mueller is a Swiftie. Now, due to some of the light colors, we will experience some sheerness in some of these pieces when it comes to the bottoms, but don't worry because I will tell you for sure which pieces do and do not cover up. For reference, I tend to wear a large bra and large bottoms and extra large shorts. My bra size is a 36 double D, and my jeans usually between size 12 to 16. It really depends on the style at the store. We've got some updates to some of the classic favorites, and I am excited to show you, so let's get into it. Starting with the Karma crop. This crop is very similar to the Covet crop from Seven Deadly Sins, which was Kara's collab. So the neckline is kind of similar. We do have a little ruching going on here. It does have a shelf bra with a liner and removable padding, just like the other one. But the back is a little bit different because this one does have more of a little strappy design, which I will show you in just a minute. Also, this crop will come in two lengths. It will come in regular, which is the one that I'm wearing, and then it will also come in tall or long. I'm not sure which terminology we're using here, but essentially it's for the longer torsoed girlies. It is intended to be like a meet and greet type of top. So as you can see, here is the top of my leggings. Here's the bottom of my crop. They're supposed to meet and greet. And so because I am a short torso girl, then I just got the regular length and they kind of hit right. Like they kind of overlap a little bit. I did ask for the tall version. I just kind of wanted to see how much of a difference it was. Unfortunately, they did not send it to me. They accidentally sent me this one twice. But just know that if you are longer torsoed, you can still achieve the same meet and greet look. You will just have to order the long or the tall version of the crop. I am wearing a size large, which is my normal size for tops and bras. I am perfectly happy with this size. The coverage is actually decent. I love that. You know, obviously we do get some cleavage, but it's not like excessive. I'm not popping out of it either. The liner is surprisingly very comfy. I am not a fan of liners. I know I've said this before. I kind of like feel like they dig in uncomfortably, either in the front or the back, and this one just sits very nicely. Now, I'm gonna be fully transparent. I don't know if this is because it's a different liner or it's because I have dropped a few pounds since the last time I reviewed a crop with a liner in it, you know. It could be both, it could be one or the other, but just I find this one to be a lot more comfortable in my normal size large. It is Newbury fabric, so you can expect it to be very soft, very stretchy. I'm gonna pull my leggings down a little bit just so you can kind of see where it hits me a little bit better. Since I am wearing dark black bottoms and a black top, I do want you to see just that it is in fact a crop. Now, what I was hoping to achieve with the longer version is that it wouldn't fit me like a crop and more kind of like a midi tank. But like I said, unfortunately, I don't have it. So if you want a little bit more length, you can totally size for the tall version. But just know that if you get the normal one, if you're like me, if you're similarly shaped like me, they will still overlap. So very, very minimal torso peekaboo going on here. The back of the top itself, like I said, has this really cute strappy design. It is actually very, very comfortable. I don't find that any of these straps dig in. It's so cute, very versatile because you can wear it both for inside the gym, outside the gym, and I am so pleasantly surprised with this crop. I was hesitant because of this liner, but I really, really love it. It only comes in 2 colors, sadly. It only comes in this color and in the color bone, but I'm gonna have to say that this is probably one of my dead at top picks. Next up, I have the Buttercup Sports Bra, and just like the name says, it is made with the ultra soft, ultra buttery butter fabric. Now, this bra is a short line bra. The front has the center ruching, so it does remind me a little bit of the balloon bra, but in a short line version. And then the back reminds me a little bit of the new Ivy Wrap bra, but just with the straps a little bit more in. Now these straps right here are adjustable, but as you can see, this bra, I'm gonna say, is a light support bra. I think I found the Ivy Wrap bra to be more supportive. I feel like that wrap design kind of just like hugged everything better than this one. So if we were to compare this one and the Ivy Wrap, I still think the Ivy Wrap is more supportive. Now, Catherine and some of the girls who participated in the shoots mentioned that this bra was running a little small, and knowing my cup size and how usually when they say things are running small, I do tend to get under boob, so I consciously decided that it was probably best for me to size up in this bra, and I'm glad I did. So I am wearing an extra large, which is technically one size up for me, and I have no complaints about it. I like that I actually have good coverage and that the elastic here actually goes under my bust versus, you know, getting some under boobs. So if you are bigger chested, I'm going to tell you to maybe consider a sizing up. It's not the band. Well, I guess the band is a little bit tight, but I think I get more coverage with the sizing up. Now these straps, like I said, are adjustable, so you can certainly adjust them to make the bra a little bit tighter. But what happened with me, and I notice this happens with other bras for some girls, but it doesn't always happen for me, but it did with this one. What happens is if I tighten the strap to like give myself more lift, instead of giving me more lift here, I end up giving myself more lift here. So then the bra ends up doing something like that, where like it's covered up here in the front, but then it goes up in the back, and then I'm having to keep pulling it down. So I don't know if that's because I sized up or because the bra is short line. I don't know. I've never really had that issue before with other bras. I didn't have that issue with Ivy Wrap or like reversible or any of those other short line bras. But I did want to point that out in case you are a bigger cup, bigger titty committee, and that's something that tends to happen to you with bras. You might experience that with this bra. But other than that, like I said, adjustable straps, removable padding. I love this color. It's so cute. This lover pink. I just love the pink the blue undertones of this pink, and it's definitely one of my favorite colors for this collection. I do like this bra that although the Ivy Wrap is more supportive here, I like the simplicity of just the ruching here. Because sometimes if you wear like a jacket or a t-shirt over like Ivy Wrap, Candy Wrap, any of those wrap bras, right? There's a lot of stuff going on here, and all that bulging comes through your shirt or your jacket. This one is a little bit more simple, so you don't see as much of that. But yep, this is the Buttercup Bra. So cute. I love it. Next up is the Twisted Sports Bra, which we first saw with the Naked collection. Now there has been an update to this bra compared to that one. The old one, the one from Naked, as much as I wanted to love it, because I love the whole concept of a twist design, I just found that it was not very good in the support or in the coverage area for me. Now, I made it work. I still wore it to the gym. It was okay. But knowing that there are so many other more supportive bras out there, I was very transparent about that. So when I saw that this one came back and I saw that there was an update, of course I had to try it out. Now, the update was to the straps right here. So I'm sorry for all the noise in the background. That's Milo going crazy over there. The update was to the straps. So with the other one, what happened is the straps would kind of come out a little bit, and then some people had issues with it sliding off the shoulders. Very similar to how the Monarch bra seems to be an issue for some people, right? So they adjusted the straps to come inward a little bit more to avoid that slipping off the shoulder. And oh my God, I feel the difference. So if that was the only thing that was bothering you from the old twisted sports bra, then you're going to love this update, because now it stays nice and tight and secure on my shoulders. I don't feel like it's going to fall off, okay? Now, as far as coverage, they didn't say that they added more coverage here, but it almost feels like they did, because with the other one, I could feel sometimes like my nipples were about to pop out. I don't feel that with this one. However, I do still get quite a lot of underboob. So see, if I raise my hands, then I'm starting to get underboob, right? So like, I still would have loved to see just a little bit more on the cup part here, not necessarily on the outsides, but just like maybe more on the inside, maybe just a little bit more here and a little bit more here. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I know for a fact that like I will get underboob. I will get underboob the minute I raise my hands. So if that is going to be a concern for you, if you have a bigger cup size like me, then maybe this isn't the bra for you. If you're itty bitty titty committee, then I don't think that's going to be an issue for you. I think you're just going to love how it fits, especially now that it stays put so much better. Now, the back is very simple. It's just a scoop design. I do like the coverage that we get here in the back. Very simple, but very, very pretty. This is the color Afterglow Yellow, and it is such a cute, cool toned pastel yellow. Like, I did a yellow comparison and none of my other yellows come even close to this yellow. So I do love this color. Sadly, there aren't any matching bottoms for this yellow. Originally there were, but due to some quality control issues, they decided to pull the bottoms out. So we only will have bras in this color. So it'll be this one and the Candid Crew. I think that's it for the Afterglow Yellow. But if you don't mind like mixing and matching with like black or any of these other pretty colors, then I totally recommend the Afterglow Yellow color just because it is so pretty. But as far as the twisted bra itself, definitely an improvement, but I still get underboob. Next up is the Twisted Curve Sports Bra. Twisted curve because it's twist in the front, but similar to curve bra in the back. It is made with Nubri fabric, so it's super soft, ultra stretchy. But unlike the twisted bra, this one has molded cups. They're not removable. It's not removable padding. It's like molded cups. And if you watch my live unboxing, you know that I mentioned that I was a little concerned about the molded cup itself and if it would be enough coverage for me. And I'm happy to say that it works. And it seems to work for a lot of people, because even for Kara, who is more petite and she's part of the Itty Bitty Titty Committee, she loved it. She says it brings her girls in and it makes her look good. But look, it also works good with my 36 double Ds and the more curvier plus size big titty committee side. So it seems to work across body types, which is so great because I was literally very concerned about the whole molded cup situation. Now, this one stays put so much better than the twisted curve. I don't get as much underboob, or it requires a lot more movement for me to get underboob, right? So I do like that. There's an elastic here, so like the elastic comes here, so it keeps the bra nice and tight, but this elastic comes all the way around. Now I felt the twisted bra, and it also does have an elastic at the bottom of the cup, but I feel like this one is just so much more supportive. And maybe it's because it's tied to the molded cup, like, you know, it comes together. So molded cup plus the seam, it just keeps everything nice and tight. So this one, way more supportive than that one. Still equally as cute, but you obviously get more coverage. I also feel like this cup size right here is much bigger than on the twist. So if you like the idea of a twist bra but feel like you might need more coverage, I'd say go with this one. It is a short line bra, so it is still going to be on more like light to medium. For me, twisted sports bra is light support. This one is medium support. So definitely much better, like function wise, for the gym. Now, the first time that I put this bra on, I thought it was too small because it felt very tight. This band right here felt very, very tight, and I kind of almost wished that I had sized up. But I have since worn it a couple of times, and I have also washed it, and I stuck it in the dryer. I did a little test. I stuck it in the dryer, and the molded cup part held up very well. I did put it just like a gentle light heat, and it dried just fine, didn't mess up the cups, and I feel like wearing it and washing it kind of stretched the fibers out a little bit more, so now it's way more comfortable to wear. It's still snug and supportive, but way more comfortable than when I initially put it on, and it felt tight. And if you know that about Buffbunny, there's lots of times where you put on a piece for that first time and you like struggle to put it on, but then over time as you wear it and the fibers stretch and everything, then it just becomes so much more comfortable. But yep, this is the twisted curve. Really, really love it. And this is going to be one of my Teresa top picks for this launch. Next, we have the Candid Crew Sports Bra. This one is also a Nubri fabric, so ultra soft, ultra stretchy. Now, I feel like the fit of this one is very similar to Candid Wrap, but just with a higher neckline, okay? So I feel very confident saying that whatever size you like for the original Candid Wrap is the size that you should probably get for Candid Crew. If you find that you size up in Candid Wrap, or that you want to size up in Candid Wrap, go ahead and size up in this one too. Now in Candid Wrap, I can wear large or extra large. It really just depends on what vibe I'm feeling that day. Do I want to be like held in and supportive? I'm gonna go with large. Am I feeling a little too squishy and I need more fabric to cover me up and not feel so tight? Then I'll go with the extra large, right? So I can do the same thing with this one. Now I am wearing a large, which again is my normal size. It is very supportive. I feel really nice and tight and held in, but not uncomfortably tight. Like I feel really good about it. Now, because this is the Crew and it does have a higher neckline, I have heard before, you know, other girls mention with things like Foxy and Geo that you don't like when things come in like this. And for a while I didn't either. I did not like this right here. I've kind of since gotten over it. It is my body, it is what it is. But if this is an area for you that makes you self-conscious, or that you find other bras dig in right here, just keep that in mind. So maybe consider sizing up, or maybe just skip this bra altogether. But you will get a little bit, just not pinching, but if you carry extra fat around here, you will get a little bit of this. It's not uncomfortable, like it doesn't hurt. I just want to be very transparent, make sure that you know that that is a possibility, okay? Now, obviously, if you're super lean, you probably won't have this issue and you're gonna look amazing too. But just wanted to point that out there. It is a short line bra still. Although it does have more coverage up here, the bottom seems to still be pretty similar to like Ivy Wrap. I feel like Candid Wrap comes a little bit lower on me, just maybe a teeny tiny bit. But I mean, it covers the girls just fine. It goes under my bust, so I don't have a feeling like I'm gonna show under boob or anything like that. These straps right here are adjustable, so you can certainly tighten it or you can let it go so you can get a little bit more room in the back. But as you can see, this is the way the large fits. It comes in a lot of pretty colors. I'm wearing the color Lavender Haze. And honestly, for those days when I really want more coverage and support, this is going to be a go-to bra. I personally like this one more than the original Candid bra. I just feel like the way that this neckline and these straps are just a little bit more flattering. I don't like the like these kinds of straps. I don't like them that much. And Candid wrap just seems to have them all over, except for the wrap part. They're just everywhere, right? So because this one has less of that, I think I like this one more. It's just a total personal preference, okay? But I did just want to say like that. It has less of the elastic straps, okay? But yeah, Candid crew, super cute, very supportive. But again, if you're in between sizes, size up. If you size up in Candid wrap, size up. If you feel like you need more room here, size up. But I got my normal size, but just wanted to point that out. Next we have the Halter Seamless Sports Bra, which is the only seamless sports bra in this collection. We've seen quite a few number of seamless sports bras in the past year. I think Buffbunny collection is really trying to find their like signature seamless designs and like, you know, make their mark in the seamless world. And there have been some hits, there have been some misses, but I think this one is my favorite seamless bra out of all the seamless bras they have made, okay? Now, it is still a short line. Technically, they call it a short line to midline because it has this inverted V design, so it kind of comes out like that. So that's why it's short to midline. But I mean, if we go by like the bust, it's a short line bra, okay? It's still a short line bra. It does have a sweetheart, but I feel like the coverage is really good for what this bra is. I don't feel like I'm gonna pop out. Don't feel like something's gonna slip out. I love the coverage and I love the support. They say it's light to medium. I feel like it's very decently medium support for my chest. I love it. This is a halter, so it does come out around to the back of the neck, but then we get the T-strap right here. And I hope you can see how that T-strap really helps the bra like get pulled down so that it's not digging into my neck. It's actually sitting a little bit lower. I prefer the T-strap, like the bra with the T-strap on, but if that's not your vibe, you can totally take it off and just wear it like a normal halter. But I feel like that T-strap just really helps. Out of all not seamless, but all the halter bras, this is the one that I feel is the less irritating in the halter part itself. It does have removable padding. This seamless fabric pairs so well with the Shape Seamless leggings. Now, sadly, the Shape Seamless leggings only come in like 3 colors, I think Enchanted Teal, Black, and Cold Brew. But this bra will come, I believe, in 6 colors. So you'll probably have to mix and match either colors or mix and match fabrics if you're interested in this combo. But I love the seamless bra. Just thinking about all the other seamless bras we've seen, this is going to be a top pick for me. And I feel like over time, Buffbunny collection keeps getting better and better with their seamless items. So if this is already like a good solid 8.5, 9 for me, I'm excited to see what other seamless options we get in the future. One more thing, this is one of those bras that they also kind of warn, saying you should consider sizing up if you have a larger cup size. I do have a larger cup size, so I did size up to an extra large in this one. When I took it out the bag, it still looked super tiny. But once you put it on, you realize that this seamless fabric is so stretchy that it covers everything that it needs to cover and it stays put. If you're in between sizes or if you have a bigger cup size, yes, maybe consider sizing up, but don't be scared when you take it out of the bag and it looks really, really tiny. Even for the leggings, they looked really, really tiny, but then when you put them on, you realize just how stretchy the seamless fabric is, and it works, okay? It's also not an itchy seamless, at least I don't feel like it is, and I really, really like it. Like the Jacquard for me is itchy, this seamless for me is not itchy. I approve of seamless. Next, I have the Catalina Jacquard Sports Bra. Now, the Catalina design is a very old OG Buffbunny design, and it has been years since it has come back, but it is here and it is in Jacquard and it is in bossy print. Now, the thing with a Jacquard is that the pattern is woven into the fabric itself, so you don't have to worry, not like the embossed where like, you know, you can feel like the different texture. So it is textured because it's jacquard, but the print itself is woven into the print. Now I got mine in a large, and I will say that I feel like this one runs a little bit tighter than the Candid Crew. This one definitely digs in a lot more here compared to the Candid Crew. So maybe this one for sure, if you, especially if you need like space and room up here, or if you really want to avoid this, definitely size up. Now this one also comes up higher, I feel like on the underarms area, so that's why it kind of creates this little cutoff. It's not like painful or anything, but I do feel it a lot more with this one compared to the other ones. It is a midline, short line bra, so it's not long line, even though it kind of looks like it. It's just because it has the high halter neck. Now, as far as the back, it is one continuous strap right here, but this one right here is one of those that you can undo, and then you put back in, which is honestly kind of hard to do by yourself. I struggle with it every time I put this bra on. See, I'm already struggling right now. But, and then these straps you can kind of slide around to kind of place them wherever you want. Let me try to put this back in here just to kind of show you the struggle that this bra is. Ah! Okay, anyway, I tried, okay? But that is my biggest like annoyance with this bra. It's not even this, I'm okay with this. It's actually that clasp. Maybe I just need practice to like finally like nail it down. I think that if I sat here and I like clasp it, unclasp it, then it would just become second nature to me to like, you know, clasp it together. But every time I try to clasp it, I'm just like back there struggling. So if you're gonna get annoyed by that, maybe stay away from this one. It's honestly not that hard. It's just, I think it's just because I have short T-Rex arms. So it's a little bit of a struggle to kind of like reach back there and try to align it perfectly. But like once you align it, it clips in very easily. So that is my only annoyance with this bra. Other than that, I really, really do like it. Like I said, I got a large and it does kind of pinch here. So I think sizing up would have just prevented all of that for me. But other than that, great coverage, really good support. It keeps everything nice and tight. It's got removable padding, and the bossy print is just a classic pattern. And I love it because you can mix it and match it with pretty much any color bottom. So I don't like to wear bossy head to toe. So what I like to do is I like to break up the pattern with like a solid bottom. And because of the way this pattern is and because it's black and white, it looks great with any color bottom. Okay, so I had to show you, this is the clasp. And do you see how it has like the opposite little hooks? So you just put it in and then it snaps right into place very easily. But again, if you have short arms like me, it can be a hassle. The last top that I have for you today is the Butter long sleeve crop. Now this came out with cake, but in a short sleeve version. And I remember back then, and I have the receipts to prove it in my cake review video, I said that I liked the short sleeve butter crop, but I would have loved to have seen it in a long sleeve version. And I'm glad someone else had the same thought because it is just perfect. I absolutely love it. So there are actually a couple of changes to this top compared to the one from Cake. So obviously the long sleeve, right, because the other one was short sleeve, the long sleeves do get thumb holes. Now I got asked how long these sleeves are. They're pretty long, okay? They're pretty long. So if you are a long-limbed girly, fear not, because you will have plenty of space. As a short-limbed girly, I kind of have to distribute the fabric a little bit more so that my thumbs actually line up with the thumb holes, but it doesn't look, I don't think it looks bad. The other thing that they did is that they added a liner with a removable padding. The other one, the old Buttercup, did not have this, and I remember seeing a lot of comments of people wishing that it had either padding or a liner or something underneath. So they went ahead and they added it to this one, which I love, and it's actually very comfortable as well. Now, for this one, I personally do size up. This is a crop, but I also feel like it's like a short crop. I feel like it's almost shorter than like a long line revolution, in my opinion. So I have to size up, because if I don't size up, it's literally like this. So for me, sizing up gives me just a little bit more wiggle room. It's still definitely going to be crop, but at least I don't have to worry about anything spilling out from the bottom. And then having the liner here also just really helps to keep the girls in place. Now, as you can see, I'm wearing the white one, and you can see the padding, which I know sometimes can be annoying for some people when you can see the padding in the white tops. Now, I personally plan to take this padding out once I'm done with my reviews and all my promo content, because I don't really care for the pads. I will either just go without pads, or I will use like some type of like cakes or some type of other cover that I can use in place of it. And the liner itself is going to just kind of help keep the girls up anyway. So don't let that be a deterrent. If you like the white color, you just use your own pads, right? But it is super cute, and it's such a classic staple. I have it in both colors, the white and the black. And while this one I plan to use exclusively for lifestyle, because I don't want to ruin it at the gym with like rusty gym equipment, the black one I know that I will use for both in and outside of the gym. So this one is definitely going to be a Tere top pick. Okay, next let's get into the leggings, and I'm gonna start with the Micro Legacy leggings. Now, they're very similar to the previous Legacy leggings, but there are a few little tweaks here and there that I want to point out. I have heard mixed reviews from the other athletes. You know, we collaborate a lot with our reviews, and we like talk about, you know, how does this fit you? How does this fit your body type? How does it fit your torso, your waist, all that good stuff? And we seem to be very divided on these leggings. So I'm going to share what is true for me, what has been my experience, and what is the fit for my body type, okay? So just like I always recommend is that, you know, watch all the reviews you can, get different opinions. But I think this legging in particular, you're really gonna have to pay attention to body types so that you are more aware of how it's going to fit you. Just like the normal Legacy leggings, these are Newbury fabric. Right off the bat, I can tell you, this Newbury fabric feels way different. This Newbury fabric feels like butter. A lot of you have expressed that Newbury has felt tighter recently. This one feels so stretchy that when I took them out of the bag, I thought it was butter. I literally thought it was butter fabric. I checked the PDF 3 times to confirm that I wasn't crazy, because they truly are so soft and so much more stretchier than like Newbury butter that just launched with like Genesis. And do we have any with Boyfriend? I can't remember right now. But for sure, like Legacy leggings that came out with Genesis, like I have them in Barista Blue, they feel so different. These are way stretchier in my opinion, and way softer and way more buttery. I don't think that the PDF is wrong. I don't think that they accidentally put the wrong fabric, because Legacies tend to be Newbury fabric. But I do want you to be aware that when you take them out of the bag, the minute you touch them, you're gonna be like, whoa, Teresa was right. These are softer, because they just are, okay? So that's number 1. Number 2 is that Legacy leggings are ultra high rise. That means that for me, when I wear ultra high rise, they connect with my bras. So I'm wearing the Buttercup right now, which is very short line. When I wear Legacy leggings, they would kind of like pretty much touch, okay? Like they'll do a whole little meet and greet situation. These are listed as high rise. I want to be very clear that both of these leggings are still higher rise. It's just that Legacy is ultra high rise and Micro Legacy are high-rise. My belly button is down here. It still way more than covers my belly button, okay? The small of my waist is right here. They still come up past that. Now, Dream Heather is also listed as high-rise, but I feel like these come up higher than Dream Heather. These are kind of like an in-between Dream Heather and just like your normal Legacy as far as like the rise. But again, still super, super stretchy, okay? Another thing that is different from a normal Legacy is that these don't have a side seam, which is kind of like Rosa. Rosa leggings, a lot of people say, oh, Rosas fit me bigger. And I don't think it's that they fit bigger, it's just that they have more stretch because there's no seam here. So I think that your best bet is to go with whatever size you get for normal Rosa. Not Rosa Pocket, okay? Normal Rosa, because it is like no seams on the sides, no pockets, nothing. So that's gonna give you a lot more stretch, a lot more room to play with. I mean, like literally, okay? And then the last difference between Micro Legacy and Legacy is the tri-seam. So you still get the glute contour that goes here, but this one comes down lower. I feel like in normal Legacy, it's more like up here on me. So this one comes out lower because again, the rise is lower, and then the tri-seam stitch is more close together. So I will post a picture right here of this close-up of the stitch so you can kind of see. These are still high-rise, you guys. They're not mid-rise, they're not low-rise, they're still high-rise. They're just not ultra high rise. And if you are a short torso girly like me, you might appreciate that. I mean, unless you want, you know, the support and the full coverage, then maybe Legacy, normal Legacy is your style. But I love Micro Legacy, I really do. Now, again, we've been 50-50 on this with the other athletes. A lot of them say they run big. It's not that I think that they run big, I just think they have more stretch because there's no seams. A lot of them say that they're still ultra high rise. On me, they're not. On me, they're definitely high-rise, not ultra-high-rise. So, you know, different body types, different folks, different strokes. So, again, this is why I say you're really going to have to pay attention to athletes who have a similar shape to you so that you have a more accurate idea of how they're going to fit your body. But overall, I love Micro Legacy. I love the plain Rosas because of how, like, they're not seamless, but you know, there's not as many seams. I love Rosa, so I love Micro Legacy. No seams, plus I love that they sit lower on my waist. So, I mean, they're a win for me. For me and my body type and my experience, they are definitely a Tote top pick, but you know your body best. So if you think that these are not gonna be your thing, then just go into it knowing all the information that I just shared. Next we have the Candid Crosswaist leggings, which is kind of like a revamped version of the Siren legging. I say Siren and not Monarch because Monarch has pockets. Siren does not. So these are more Siren-y than Monarchy. But these are made with butter fabric, whereas Siren was Energy and Monarch was Newbury. So again, another crosswaist, but in a completely different fabric. This is butter. Now, my girls, you know that butter is super, super thin, super, super stretchy, super, super light. Combine that with a super light color, they're gonna be sheer. We can just expect that to happen, okay? I asked for these knowing fully that I was going to have some type of sheerness, okay? I will never lie to you and tell you they're squat proof if they're not. And these babies are not squat proof, okay? There are leggings that, like, you just know, like, when you're standing, they're already not squat proof. There are leggings that are like, when you're standing, they're not sheer, but then at the bottom of a squat, they become sheer, right? They become sheer as you stretch them out. These are just sheer to begin with. I don't even have to bend over or squat to show you how sheer they are. They're sheer. There's a sticker right here. You can see it from me just standing, okay? And of course, I'll put the squat test right here too. But I love this color. I can't get over it. I love this pink. and I am willing to put up with the sheerness to have this color. So you have to be very confident in your body and in what type of undergarments you may or may not be wearing under these leggings if you want this color, okay? You just kind of have to be that kind of girl. And if that's not the kind of girl you are, that is a-okay, but maybe just don't get these, because I don't want you to like be upset when you put them on and they're sheer. Because this isn't just like I'm curvy so they're sheer thing. This is like everyone across the board, even petites, are saying that they're sheer. So just go into it knowing that, okay? But the design itself, we have the cross waistband. Now in Siren and in Monarch, they're cross, but the cross comes in a little bit closer together. This one, the cross is way wider. So if I follow the top of my legging to the cross, it ends over here, almost to like my hip. Whereas the other ones, they kind of like cross and they're like right here type of thing, like right here. These are way wider. I like it. I mean, it doesn't really make that much of a difference as far as the fit. They definitely still kind of like pinch down whenever I like start moving. They don't fall off of me because they're my right size. Okay, if you are experiencing leggings falling off of you, like sliding off of you, you might need to be either sizing up or sizing down, right? But natural movement, this cross right here is not going to stay a perfect cross. It is going to just kind of like pinch and become more straight. But as long as they stay up above my waist, I am a-okay with that. But again, this is one of those things that you need to be prepared for going into it if you really, really want this like style and this color. Now, softness, they're butter, so they're super, super soft. They're super, super stretchy. I did size up. Some of the girls at the shoot, when they shot the campaign, recommended that if you are between sizes, or if you wanted less sheerness, that you should consider sizing up. So I did size up. I think in my unboxing I said I got my true size, but I went back later and realized that no, it wasn't my true size. I got an extra large, so I did size up. As you can see, sizing up does not really help with the sheerness. They're still going to be sheer. So just know that going into it, that if you're sizing up thinking that they're not going to be as sheer, you are mistaken. They will still be sheer. Now, I am still glad I sized up though, because these are high-rise. They're high-rise cross waist, right? But for me, what I found is that they don't necessarily like dip. There's leggings where like you can see from the side that they dip down. These don't dip down, but for some reason, I just kind of feel like they sit a little bit lower in the back. I don't know if it's because of the cross or what, but I feel like I needed that little bit of extra room of the extra large so that they weren't like that, right? So I feel like that extra large just kind of helps cover my underwear a little bit better. They stay up a little bit better. So I am happy sizing up in these. Check other girls and see what they did, but I'm glad I took the advice from some of the other athletes and models who got to try them on before, who said, hey, size up. I'm glad I did. I'm glad I took the advice. No regrets. But again, butter fabric, cross waistband, super thin, super light, super stretchy, definitely sheer, but also 12 out of 10 cuteness. I did want to show you also the flat elastic. So in the PDF, they mentioned that there is a flat elastic in the back to kind of help with the glute contouring. So this is what the elastic feels like. I honestly had not noticed it until right now that I was doing this review. Like I knew it was there because I read it in the PDF, but I guess I never turned the leggings fully inside out to notice that it was here. But I mean, it really is a flat elastic. I don't feel that. I don't feel it at all. Again, see, I did size up extra large. I don't feel that elastic at all. It is not uncomfortable, but boy, does it make the booty look good. So I am for this flat elastic. It's kind of, you know, not as aggressive as scrunch. Totally, totally love. Next up, I have the My Girl Legacy shorts. These are a 6-inch inseam short, also made with Nubri fabric. But just like I said with the My Girl Legacy shorts, this is a much softer, much stretchier Nubri fabric. So do with that information what you must. Now, okay, in the PDF, they list these shorts as high rise. This is not high rise. This is ultra high rise. This waistband is the same as normal Legacy, Rosa, and Rosa Pocket. As you can see, and I did this on purpose, I'm wearing the same top with all of the bottoms so that you can see how much like separation I have between my top and my bottom. With these ones, you can clearly see that they touch. They're meeting, they're greeting, okay? They know each other, they're cozy. So although the PDF says that these are high rise, they definitely fit like ultra high rise. So please do not feel worried that they're going to be too low or they're going to be like mid-rise or low-rise, because that is not the case. A lot of the other athletes who I've talked to have experienced the same thing. Kara, I think, actually measured them, and she said that they were the exact same inches in the rise. I haven't gone around to measuring them, but I took her word for it, and since I've put them on and I can clearly see it and feel it, I know she's not wrong. So I don't know if it's the PDF got mislabeled or if maybe they're just extra stretchy, because again, no side seams, no side seams. So, you know, when we don't have those extra side seams, things tend to be able to be pulled up a lot more. But honestly, I think maybe the PDF is just mislabeled. I don't know, something was off there, but they're definitely ultra high rise, okay? We love the 6-inch inseam. I know I do. 5 and 6 is my happy point, so I love them. If you are a short shorts girly, don't worry, because I see a lot of girls do like this situation and they give themselves super short shorts. This is out of my comfort level, so I will not be doing that. But I know that the girls who love the super short shorts do it and they like it, so just another thing to throw out there. Just like with Micro Legacy, the stitch here does come down lower, so it definitely comes down lower. The rise is still the same though, look, you see? But the V comes down lower, and then the tri-seam stitch is close together. Now, this color purple, okay? Here's my sticker. My sticker is right here. Again, as with any light color, you can expect some level of sheerness, okay? Lavender Haze and Leopard Pink are probably the two most sheer colors. Obviously with Enchanted Teal, it is still sheer, but because they're darker, it's not as obvious, like the sheerness is not as obvious as it is with Leopard Pink and Lavender Haze. So again, if you want this color, go into it knowing that it is going to be sheer. If I didn't have this sticker, all I would have is my nude underwear, which that is kind of hard to see because it's nude and it blends in and it's seamless, and it's a thong, so it goes right in between my butt crack, so you really don't see the underwear. So that is how I get around wearing the sheer colors. Obviously, I would not be wearing any other kind of underwear under these leggings except nude seamless thongs. So if you want to wear this and you feel like that's within your comfort home, then do the same. But if that's way to your comfort zone, then again, maybe stay away from this color. But I think it's such a pretty color. I have compared it to a whole bunch of blues and purples over on my Instagram, where I keep all of my color comparisons, or if you are in my Discord family, then you know that they are pinned into our No Filter channel. So make sure that you check those out, because this lavender is truly such a pretty lavender, and although it looks close to frosted purple and rainwater blue, it is still a lavender of its own. It's very unique, it's very pretty, super cute. But just I am wearing my size that I always get for shorts. I always size up to extra large in shorts. That is because I am a powerful thigh queen and I like extra room here. So I will never size down in shorts, but I know a lot of girls do like to size down in the shorts. And now that I have shown you that these fit like Rosa shorts, and you tend to size down in Rosa shorts, then I say you can totally size down in these. I would say whatever size you get for Rosa shorts, that's the size that you should get for these. That is going to be my #1 biggest tip for sizing on these. Okay, next up I have the Shape Seamless Leggings. I did get an extra large. Now, originally I wanted large, but I went to the boutique and all they had left was extra large. So I just went with what they had. But I'm glad I did because I'm able to compare them to my BBLs, which are all extra large. So it worked out in my favor because now I can do an accurate size comparison. Now, I'm gonna show you right here. Shape Seamless definitely runs smaller than BBL. When I wear my BBL extra large, I have a lot of fabric bunching right here, like a lot, okay? With these, I do still have a little bit of fabric, like extra fabric, but it's nowhere as exaggerated or as severe as it is with my BBL. So although they do run a little bit smaller, they 100% still fit me. I think that if you have to size up in BBL, then you're definitely gonna have to size up in these. If you're between sizes, you might consider sizing up in these. They are both listed to be the same inseam, and I don't know, I feel like with these, you can see a little bit more of ankle than you can with the other ones. Also, these definitely sit lower compared to my BBL. My BBL, I didn't measure it, again, Kara did, so thank you, Kara, for doing the hard work for us. Kara noticed that there is an extra inch on the BBL compared to this one, so that would make sense why this one sits lower, even though they're both listed as high rise, but these definitely fit high rise because they're a little bit lower and compared to BBL. The seamless fabric though it feels pretty similar to the other one, but also what I feel is like, I feel like this waistband is not as constricting as the BBL one. I feel like with the BBL one, it's like tight, and then this seam right here kind of digs in, and then it accentuates the fupa, or maybe it's because the BBL come up higher, so then the seam is up here, so then it accentuates the fupa. I'm not quite sure what it is, but I just feel like these are not as compressive, not as diggy. They don't accentuate this area right here the way that my BBL ones do. So I definitely 100% sure, without a doubt, prefer these over the BBL leggings. Now, the other thing is that with BBL, we have the little winks, the little smile lines under the glute. These do not have them. Instead, we have a line right here along the hips to just kind of give you a more curvier hip, more hourglass shape, where if you already have an hourglass shape like Ma, it just kind of makes everything very nice and sleek looking. So I do like that. I think I prefer the hip line over the like hamstring under butt line. I just feel like it just sits better. What happens with the other one is that sometimes it'll be like too low or too high, or the legging will move around, so then it just never sits in the right place. Whereas this one, because it's on the side, even if your leggings move around, it still looks great. So if I had to pick between BBL and Shape Seamless, I'm going to go Shape Seamless without a doubt, 100%. But I do want you to know that yes, it is still thin, okay? And yes, it is still sheer, but it is not as sheer as my colors from Genesis, because I feel like that pistachio and that moody blue, you could see everything. These, it's still sheer, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's still sheer, but it's not as bad as those lighter colors because this is a darker color. But I do like these over the BBL, and this might be controversial and people might not agree with me, but to me, these are a dead top pick because paired with that Halter Seamless, the combo is just, I love it, I love it. The last bottom that I have for you today is the Contour Pocket Flare legging, which is my favorite out of all the flare leggings. Okay, so we've had the Foxy flares, we've had the Material Girl flares, and now we have the Contour Pocket flares. These are going to be closest to Foxy flares. So let's go ahead and take Material Girl out of the equation because they don't fit like that. Both of those are Newbury. Now, Foxy flare, I believe, is ultra high rise. These are listed as high rise, but they're still quite high. So maybe not as high as like my Rosas or my Foxy flares, but they're definitely still high. Like they almost like come to my top. My belly button is down here, so we've got plenty of coverage going here. So if you like a full coverage legging, you're going to love these. I actually love, the only reason that I love these more than Foxy flare is literally just the pocket. It's literally just the pocket, because I don't know, I just like a good pocket, especially when I'm traveling. I always like to wear leggings when I travel because I like to be able to like put my phone in here so I can whip out my boarding pass really quick whenever they ask for it. Or you know, if I'm traveling international, I can fit my passport in here too, so I can just go like that. So I'm good, like I don't really use the pockets for the gym, but when I'm traveling or running errands, I love me a good pocket. So this puts them above the Foxy Flares for me. Now these will come in 3 lengths: short, regular, and tall. I got the regular length because I tend to prefer regular length with chunky shoes. Totally forgot that they updated the lengths, the inseams. So now the regular is a little too long for me. I should have stuck with a short. So if you got the new inseam lengths that they got out with the Material Girl, the restock, then go with that sizing. Just know that they now run a little bit longer, okay? And then also, I noticed that the flare is just a little bit wider. It's not anything drastic, but it's definitely wider. And I'll post pictures here compared to my Stardust Foxy Flares and then my Material Girl flares. You can see that the Cold Brew pocket flares are just a little bit wider than those two. Nothing crazy, but again, just a little bit wider, okay? So a little bit wider on the flare, a little bit longer because the updated inseams, a little bit lower because they're high-rise versus ultra high-rise, but honestly still plenty of coverage, still plenty of support, covers everything that needs to cover, and now we get pockets. So I'm glad I got these in 2 colors because I love me a good flare, and now we got pocket flares. Next up, I have the Mini Game Changer bag. So this is a mini version of the beloved Game Changer Tote. It is super, super cute. It is actually quite roomy for being a mini tote. It totally fits my Kindle with plenty of room left over. I did a little story over on my Instagram. It's saved to my highlights, where I just started putting a whole bunch of stuff in there to see how much we could fit. So if you're interested in seeing that, hop on over to my Instagram stories, to my saved highlights. But just know that it is mini, but it is still pretty roomy. And although I can fit my Kindle in here, I cannot fit my 11-inch iPad. So just something to keep in mind. This vegan leather is very sturdy. I'm gonna get really close so you can see. Hopefully it focuses. It's very nice and sturdy. It's nice and thick. The straps are very, very strong. They don't feel flimsy at all. We do have this front pocket right here, which I can stick my hand in. Obviously, phones is going to vary depending what size phone you have. Obviously, if you have like a Max, you know, one of those giant phones, it might not fit, but just wanted to point out there is a little pocket there. Nothing on the back side, nothing on the bottom. And then on the inside of the bag, okay, you do have a zipper pocket on the liner of the wall, nothing on the opposite end, okay? And then you can carry it with hand straps, or you can use the shoulder strap. But for me personally, I just like it like this. That's why I haven't even bothered to take it out. But you can wear it both ways. Super cute, super chic. Just a perfect little tote for on the go. Like, if you know, like a purse to feel a little bit more put together. I really, really like this one. And I feel like this is a little bit more elevated for like going out. Like I love my crossbody bag, but that seems to be more casual. I love my mini backpack, but again, that also feels a little bit more casual. This one just feels like, you know, if I'm going out to dinner, on a date or girls' night, I'm wearing a dress, this is the bag that I would pair with those outfits, just because it does feel a little nicer compared to like a backpack or a crossbody bag, you know? So super cute. I think this is definitely one that was missing in the Game Changer lineup. And I got it in black, but the white one is just, maybe it's bone, I can't remember what color. It is just as pretty, and I wanted both, but I just feel like this one would just pair well with a lot more stuff. But mini Game Changer tote. Now, I I did not get the new version of the Game Changer Tote in full size. I wish I did, but I didn't. I have an older version, so this is not the OG one. I think this is like version 2 or 3, because there have been many versions. Like every time they release it, they just tweak a little something to make it better and better each time. So please know that this is not the latest version. This is a past version, but I still wanted to show you like how massive these bags are, because you can fit so much, and mine is really full right now, so it's heavy. I used it yesterday when we went to do the grounds live workout. I just stuck all of the booty bands in here, the glute bands, my tripod, my phone, just everything. So everything's still in here, but like you can fit a lot. It has a designated sleeve for your laptop against the wall. I know it's kind of hard to see. So this one is going to be laptop tablet friendly. If you want something more like this for, you know, work, commuting, things like that. You can even use it as a diaper bag. It's just so good. Obviously this one also still has a little pouch on the side, and it also has the meal prep compartment right here for snacks and things like that. So I love this bag. I think I'm gonna buy the new one. Like I said, I have loved this bag for years. Actually, they sent me this one when I first became an athlete back in 2020. So I've had it for close to 4 years now, and she is still going strong. She has not unraveled anywhere, and I fill this baby up all the time. I take it to shoots. I put in my clothes in there, my makeup, my shoes. Like I love this bag, and so I think I'm gonna get another one. I think I'm gonna get the white one just so I can have both colors, but highly recommend the Game Changer Tote because it's just so versatile, great for traveling, all that good stuff. Here I have the Bend and Snap dress. I'm wearing it in the color Bone. Now I'm gonna dive into this a little bit deeper because I don't want to mislead you, okay? I'm wearing a size up. I'm wearing an extra large. Typically, when I get things that have a shorts liner, like the skirts and the dresses and things like that, I like to size up to extra large because of the short. Because I just don't want the short to be digging into my thighs and then riding up. Right? So I did the same thing with this dress because I've done it for all of the other dresses. Now, because I sized up, this dress is now too big for me. I definitely should have stuck to my normal size. So once again, I am wearing a size up, but you can see I have gapping right here. I have tightened these straps like the best I could to my ability to give me support, but the more that I tighten it up like this, the more exaggerated this gapping becomes. So I'm not going to recommend that you size up. Do not size up. Like unless you're in between sizes and you're closer to like the larger size of the spectrum, then in that case, yes, do size up. But I am closer to the smaller end of my in-between sizes. Like I'm closer to large than I am to extra large. So I should have just stuck with large, okay? But if you decide to size up, just know that you might get a little bit of this. And I also get it a little bit like right here. So again, sizing up might not always be the best option, okay? Now, I also got it in the long or tall version. I'm 5'2". I am not tall by any means, but there's a reason why I wanted the long version. What happens with me is I have a big booty. It's no secret, okay? So anytime I wear a skirt, a skort, a dress like that, my behind takes up a lot of the fabric, a lot of the real estate, and then what ends up happening is my skirts fit me like this, and you can see the shorts, like, and then when I start walking, you see a lot of the shorts, and I did not want that. So I was like, if I get the long or the tall version, it's gonna cover my bum, and it does. It truly does. So for me, I should have just done my normal size long or my normal size tall. I should not have sized up in the overall size of the dress. I love this dress. Like it's on my shopping list. I am so sad that it's too big on me because I bet that if I had gotten my normal size, I would be so obsessed with it. Like I love it so much as it is, but if it was my right size, I know I would just be so obsessed, okay? So it does have like the princess hem. It kind of flares out. Out of all the dresses that we've seen from Buffbunny collection, this one flares out the most. I feel like the ones that came out with 70s collection were a little bit more fitted. Like they still were loose, but they were a little bit more fitted. This, because of the princess hem and the way it comes out, almost like an A-line, you get a lot more movement. So I do love that. This is also the most coverage dress that we've seen from Buffbunny. I feel like a lot of them have been like a scoop or even square, like the Revolution dress. This one has the highest neckline out of all of them. So if you want more coverage, you just want to be comfortable, I think this is going to be such a great option for you. It does have removable padding. It does have like a sewn in like stitch liner here. It's not a free flowing one, so you do get some lift as well. And like I said, it is just so freaking cute and flattering. It has shorts underneath, and the shorts do have pockets, so you can still put things in here. It's just such a versatile dress. I absolutely love it. Even though it is not my right size, I'm still going to place this dress in the Tere top picks because it is just so good, and I'm excited to have it in my actual size so that I can, you know, feel more snatched and cute. And I'm gonna be wearing this all spring because I can see myself dressing this up with some cute wedges, some cute accessories, but I can also be dressing it down with some cute sneakers and like a crossbody bag. I'm obsessed. When I tell you I'm obsessed, and I love it in bold. I usually get the dresses in black. I don't know, it's just my comfort color. But with this one, I was like, no, I'm gonna get it in bold. I'm gonna step out of my comfort zone, and I absolutely love it in bold. It's just so fresh and so clean for spring and summer. So yep, bend and snap dress. Like I don't know if I said, but it is Perform fabric. So it is the same fabric from the corset bodysuit. So it is very like stretchy. I'm gonna get close. It is very stretchy. I don't want you to think that this dress is like compressive, because it's not, but it is form fitting. Like it is form hugging. It's just not going to be tight. And because it does not have any corset bonding, it does not have any tummy control or anything like that, so it doesn't feel tight, okay? It is just such a fun, flattering, curve hugging dress. Very cute. So now you know, I'm going to say stick with your normal size, and then length completely up to you based on your anatomy and your needs. Alright you guys, that is it for this review. I hope I was able to answer some of your questions for some of these pieces. Please don't forget that I have a full highlight over on my Instagram page where I have done tons and tons of color comparisons, piece comparisons, size comparisons. So if I didn't cover something in this video, I most likely already covered it over on Instagram. Make sure that you also check out the giveaway post, because we are giving away 2 $50 gift cards. On top of that, if you shop on launch day or that entire weekend, or just actually anytime in April, and you use my code, you can enter the support code giveaway, where I give away 3 $100 Buffbunny collection gift cards. And I may or may not have a few extra flash giveaways up my sleeve, so make sure that you are also following me over on Instagram so that you don't miss any of those. Alright you guys, I can't wait to see what you shop for, and I'll see you in the next review. Bye!